Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another wonderful episode of Timberborn Z, where we're in a little bit of a pickle. Just a lot of bit of a pickle. We've got 17 days, I think, left of this bad tide running, and we've only got this little bit of water left to keep all of this green. Okay, that's not good. We do have some of this in, so that's good. We got some of this blown out, so that means we've got plenty of water storage for our beavers, which is great. But we don't have any water storage for any of this. So, I was doing some thinking. I know, dangerous, very dangerous. And I was thinking, we've got dynamite. We're already up here. Why not come over here and blast this out, and we can start some of that initial divergence of poo-poo water and get it away from us for a little bit longer. You know, having water stacked up or stored up to this point is pretty nice, and we might as well take advantage of it for the next bad tide. And we've got the dynamite. We've got a little bit of dynamite here. We've got some extract. It's not the greatest, but it is something, you know. It's nothing to scoff at. So I think we'll reduce this as far as priorities are concerned and start working away over here. Walking down the side of the poop volcano, you know, and we'll plan out how to explode this. Now it looks like it's just one single on top here and then a couple triples down, and that should be relatively simple. We'll toss in. We can build out a levee here and then put some of our sluice gates underneath. So if it's bad tide, bad water, it goes that way. And if it's good water, it stays on this side. And we can do the same right here. We can put a levee right here, and then it'll fill water in. So we can take advantage of our system in two different ways. So I think that's what we're going to work on today. We're going to work on that. We're going to work on getting as much metal as we can processed, because I would like to start getting to our tube ways as soon as possible. But that also means getting to some additional metal. So there's some metal here, and we have the mine back here, but that requires sparkly planks, which we haven't finished building yet. That's that right there. And we do have resin, pine resin, that is actively, or not so actively, being processed there. So we do need to get in there and figure some of that out, which means we might have to throw in some storage over here to help facilitate the sparkly planks production. But that all being said, I want to do another thing that somebody had mentioned in the comment section. So we've got our housing down here, and I liked an idea that one of the guys had thrown out there. Put like a path, a water path, for them to actually have to pass through in order to get to their housing, which means they go in at night and they get happy wet fever or beaver fur. I can speak the English language. And then when they leave in the morning, they're a little extra wet too. So that should help them be a little bit happier. I don't necessarily know how I'm going to facilitate that. Probably blast this out, blast all of this out, honestly. Have this water come in here, have some sort of dam or sluice here that'll feed water in when able. Or we'll just toss a fluid dump on here and let them fill that up as necessary. But that is for me to figure out at some point. Or we just move the entire housing industry, put it up here, and do a little something easier. Maybe some pools and some showers, and then that's where their housing will be. Maybe that's what we'll do. I don't know. But we're going to click the play button. We're going to let things rock and roll, because that's what we do best. We rock and roll. I do remember putting this in, so that'll be something that we'll get to see finished today. So they'll put in all of these systems so that we can start saving this during the period when this is empty. Because we did find out through trial and error that this stuff, the longer it has access to water, even if it's not in water, as long as the ground is irrigated, then it'll stay alive longer. It won't fruit, but it'll stay alive for at least 16 to 19 days, which is pretty good in my book. I will take that as a win. That's already max priority, so we're not going to mess with that too much, and we're going to let them continue doing that over there. And while they're working on that, let's go ahead and start working our way over here. Another comment that I did get in the YouTube's comment section, I think, is something that we will incorporate here soon as well. I really liked it. It was smart and something I should have done myself, knowing how water mechanics are supposed to work, allegedly, in this game. And I will be putting that in right now, actually, since we're kind of staring at it. Give me that, give me that, give me that. That. It's actually, let's click this button so we can see all this stuff instead of having to... I don't know why I destroyed those. That was unnecessary, but putting this in right here. So if we go, not dam, let's go with levees here. Probably don't need 4 there. Maybe that might actually be a good idea right there. So we'll do that, and then that'll allow them to reach in and fill this in. If we blast this out, we'll get one more layer over, but theoretically this should funnel the water in instead of letting the water spread out, fan out as it presses through. Because water does seek out the path of least resistance, right? And if there's resistance, even if it is moderately low from the water wheel, it will lose power. So if we force the water to go through a smaller area, we could take advantage of that system, right? Theoretically, that should be how that works. Now, let's see here. Is it easier to go up and then down, or is it easier to just go down than up? I think that saves us a few in the way of stairs if we go this way. So we'll go ahead, wrap around over here, and start pulling this out. And I think what we want to do is we want to tack in probably a small tank for extract, a small warehouse for explosives, just to make things go a little bit faster. We can have the haulers bring all that rest of the material out here as soon as beaverly possible. And then on top of all that, we want some storage for some lumber so that they can start putting together that entire system for us that we were planning on doing anyway. And I believe it's metal blocks for the sluice gates. Let's take a look at that real quick. Planks and metal blocks. So we do need planks up here too. So it shouldn't need that many as far as planks are concerned, since we only plan to do 5 to 10. So this holds 20. So could just do 2 of these. That'll save us some lumber. So we'll just do 2. This will be 2 things of planks. 1 thing of metal blocks should cover down. No, it's not. Okay, maybe that's fine. We'll just do a bunch of tiny ones. I know it's probably a waste of material, but that should be relatively simple for them to actually get accomplished. You have nothing to do within range because you've eaten all of that. You can be paused as well. It's actually... you can't... there's nothing for you to do either, so we're going to pause you too. And let's go ahead and toss in our line right there. Fill in this path right here so we can continue up there for the future growth. And go ahead and toss in not that many. Let's go, I think right here is probably a good idea. In theory, our forester should be able to reach everything. So we'll put our forester on top of this, and then we'll put some wood cutters in there. Our lumberjacks, they'll sit on some platforms in there, and we'll toss in probably a... you do not need to be in there right now. Can you guys not reach that? Goodness gracious. Okay, that is simple. Go ahead and... stairs. Stairs are cheaper. All right, you guys, stairs go now. we're going to work on that. Let's see how we're doing on explosives. We're at 89. We need a place to store some additional extract. So let's go ahead and toss this in here. Call this extract there. And we'll also give this a priority bump over this down here, which we should go ahead and decrease. Because this is... While it's good to have this already going, we're not going to be able to do anything with that for a minute, because the moment we blast this out, all the water is going to drain basically to the bottom, and we're going to lose some of this stuff here, which we need to do something about this anyway, because that's not enough in the way of water to keep all this irrigated. We need another irrigation pond in here. We could probably start thinking about tearing these out, because they're worthless to us. And we could throw in an irrigation pond back here, honestly. So we can do that. So that's going to be a 3. That's going to be a 2. We're going to toss in singletons here. And that can be our irrigation pond for the rest of this stuff there. Now, let us see where else we are at. This stuff looks to be like it's on its last legs. That's too deep. So we've got maybe a third or maybe a fourth of a tile there. See about dumping some of this in. Another fantastic comment. Thank you guys for the comments. There's water, potential storage of water available right there that we're not taking advantage of. Since, well, this is part of the diversion path and not doing anything for us there. So we can go ahead and rip this out like so. And it gives us a little bit more storage area in there for some more water. Now, let's just go ahead and dump the rest of this in. We've got 12 days left of water available. This should fill in this and then start backfilling a little bit of this. I'm not too concerned with keeping all of this irrigated, because all this is going to get pumped out anyway, but having this irrigated is where the majority of our foodstuffs is. Majority of our foodstuffs are, I know how to speak the English language, that will get that accomplished. They are finishing up these levees. Probably don't need these so close to each other, but they are... We'll have a little bit of overlap. Not much, but a tiny, tiny little bit of an overlap. Okay, we do have a spare beaver, so they can go in and continue being builders for us. This is on standby. This is on standby as well. We need more beavers. But I don't want to expand our beaver population until we start getting some more of these water tanks in, which is taking its time. But it's anticipated because there's a copious amount of materials required for that. We do have the metal blocks. We do have the planks. We do kind of have the gears. Why don't I have more gear storage? That is a massive faux pas that should be rectified as soon as possible. All right. I did want to do some additional storage for pine here anyway. So, actually, do we have pine storage? Yes, we do, but not much. All right. So, does this wrap around the entire way? It does. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and fill this in, and then we'll do doubles all around there, and that will be our path around. Get our double in there, and that should meet the intent. Sweet. 10 days left. My goodness. Oh, Mountain Dew. Making me happy. Sorry. Let's see here. They are working on that. This is already in, so let's go ahead and get a tiny explosion in. There we go. And let's go ahead and toss in our fluid dump. Like such as. And go ahead and fill that bad Johnny in, and we can toss in a tiny storage for water here. Give these a priority bump, and this will be set to obtain, and that should keep up with the requirements there. Hopefully. We'll see. All right. Let's see here. That's already in, so we can get Kissy Kitten in there dumping some water. Hopefully that will meet the intent for this corner right here, and then this side will meet the intent for this corner right there, and then that will save all of our additional foodstuffs to include our oak here, which will be great for us. Now, how is this coming along? They haven't touched it because everything else is a priority. Let's see, how many builders do we have here? Where can we save some bodies? We have 8 kits that are growing up slowly, which is slowly hampering our ability to do the things. We need more power, apparently. Let's go ahead and turn that on. All right. 2,000. All right. Apparently, no one's brought that lumber in a minute. There we go. The haulers are moving. That'll get that rectified. 8.5 days left. Why aren't you doing anything there, kitten? Hello? There we go. There we go. 3 units of water in there fills up to at least 1/8 of the thing, so that's good. That is glorious. That will provide us a fair chunk of food savage, so that's good. That's really, really good. Now, let's see. Where else can we start working? So the question is, do we want to do storage and get the wood workshop district going, or do we want to get up here and start working this? I feel like this is probably the best course of action, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Give that all a bump, and then we can start planning this out here as well. So down here at the bottom, I think 4 wide should be more than enough. Of course, I can't place this because there's a thing in the way, so that's cool. We're gonna have to get down there anyway, so let's go ahead and do something like that and like that. Toss in this 1 line of explosives right here, and then we can just go ahead and place our secondary line right here. Would 3 be enough? Yeah, it doesn't. It looks like it'll be enough. All right, cool. We need to get out on the other side here, and that's going to require to be doubles on this side, so that shouldn't be a problem. And we'll go ahead and toss in our staircase right here. So they should have no issue getting any of that done. And then as long as we prioritize this over this top side, we can start planning out the rest of our levee system. So I want to fill this in. I want to fill that in. And if I place these here, it shouldn't cause any problems for them to continue doing their things. Sweet. Let's hit the obtain button here. Do the same for all of these so that they can get that accomplished. Our haulers can anyway. Do we have any kits growing up? No, they're still being slow on the... Oh, goodness. We're out of water, guys. We did finish this, though. Nice. Yay. This is not good. All right, you're paused. We need to save some water here. That's almost good. This is good. That should stay good for at least another 7 days. We'll come back and reattack that as necessary. Really wish irrigation went up a little bit stronger, but alas, it does not. So we'll just accept that for what it is. You know what? Let's make this a little deeper. Maybe if it's deeper, it will spread the irrigation further. I don't know. Let's see. I have no idea if it does. So let's do triple dynamite here and let them work on that. Do need to get stairs on this side though, so that they can tear those out and we can actually plant up here. All right, sweet. That can get going as soon as that does, and they're already over here doing all of these things. Brilliant. We do have our first sparkly plank, guys. First sparkly plank of the entire series has been accomplished, and we've got 2 now. Heck yeah. All right. Don't get too excited. It's not going to take us very far. We need a bunch of them. I don't recall what I needed them for, but we needed a bunch of them anyway. Advanced breeding pods. That's kind of what I want them for. We need a stronger supply of extract. And a stronger supply of bad water. So that means getting over here and turning these on forever, which means getting in here and unlocking this, which is 4,000 science and a poop ton of other stuff. I think that's a little bit further on down the line than I'm ready to. This is what we needed. The efficient mine. This is what I want to get to. So we do have the science for this. We don't have the gears for this. We definitely don't have the sparkly planks for this. Now, sparkly planks, did I build storage for you? I did. Brilliant. Look at me thinking ahead. I love it. Awesome. Let's get that set to obtain. This set to obtain. And we can go ahead and toss in some food and water storage. Just for giggles. Let's go ahead and hit that obtain button there, and we'll do water right here. I don't know if that'll actually be beneficial or not, but we're going to have it in there anyway for them to do something with their hands. This is all a problem. We got plenty of cassavas. We got plenty of fermented soybeans. We need... We're just not... Trying to think. Oh, that's regular cassava. So we got fermented cassavas out the wazoo. Fermented soybeans just taking a while. So let's see about shifting you over to fermented soybeans for a minute, and maybe that'll help with the production line a tad bit. I doubt it, but a guy can dream. All right, a guy can dream. All right, this is all in. All of our hollers should be coming up here. We are out of hollers, aren't we? Are we full on bad water? Not necessarily, but we're okay with bad water for a minute. So that'll give us 2 more builders or hollers. Probably, no, I want a sparkly planks. I want those running. We don't need you in there for right now, so you can go do something else productive with your life. And all of you are pumping nothing. So there's a bunch of beavers doing nothing. Neat. Drop that down. Now we've got hollers for days. Sweet. Okay, let's not blow up any of our beavers. Okay. All right, didn't blow any of them up. Good job. We did it. We're professionals. Go ahead and tack this in here, and then we'll toss in our water or fluid dump right there. Let's give this a max priority because I want to get this growing again, because that's a lot of foodstuffs that are basically getting wasted, and that's not good. Sure, we have 3.4 thousand units of food available to us, but you know, when you're hoarding all of the good foods, then who's gonna complain if you hoard some more? Okay, hoard more of it. There we go. Now they should be coming up here. Well, let's give these a priority. Maybe that'll help them out. I don't know. Probably not. But I'm going to pretend that it does. Okay. And then this needs to be max priority. And this does also need to be prioritized. Do the same thing on this side. Let's do max here, and then we'll do this over here. We're fighting other priorities on the other side of the map, so that's why this isn't necessarily getting accomplished as fast as I would like it to be. But this is fine, because now we've got this irrigated again, and we can actually get our foodstuffs going, which is great. Now, the question is... I don't think I want to do that. Do we want to come in here and tear this out? I feel like replacing these with dams would help with our our stuffs. But I don't think I want to do that. Well, this apparently stayed irrigated the entire time, so that's really good. That's awesome. It's awesome news for us, because that means that we don't have to be too concerned about all that. And they are building this. Alright, that's good. That's fine. We need that built anyway. Lumber is soon becoming a point of concern. This solves that. Let's go ahead and give this a max priority. I want this done yesterday, please and thank you. We should have the extract. We should have the explosives that should be able to get in there pretty quickly. There's no reason for it to not. They've got food. They've got water. They've got that. These guys are full. Haulers aren't helping them clear their own stocks out. That's fine. All right, cool. This is about to all of that's about to evaporate, which is not fun. 4 more beavers doing nothing. Now they're haulers. Let's go ahead and pause this again. Pause you. And then let's see. Let's unpause you. Y'all have nothing to do with your hands because the berries are full. And we have thirsty beavers. That's not good. We've only got... Oh, we've got 900. I thought that said 84 units of water. I was very concerned, and it's 900. We're fine. We've got more than enough. And now with this additional large tank back here, that's going to make our storage capacity that much better. And let's go ahead and make that line a little bit easier for them to traverse. Sweet. There's that bad tide done. We've got 2 days before we can actually take advantage of the good water. Okay, they got this in, so that's good to see. Let's go ahead and blast that out. Let's go ahead and start tossing in our sluice gates like this. And I need to give them a way to do that, so that means getting rid of that and that. And then giving this a priority bump. Then they can come over there and finish the rest of it, I think. Well, I don't need them building. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah. Hey, yeah, they can build from on top. I don't know why I was thinking ridiculous things. All right, there we go. Sweet. They can, in theory, make it all the way across there and... go ahead and tear that out and we'll toss in one thing there and they should be able to build that. And then on this side, let's do something similar. We'll do a floodgate like this. Or not floodgate, sluice system. And then do that there, and that there. And we'll go 3 high here as well. So this will save us some water on this side if we do something similar. And it'll save us some water on this side, which would be great. Now, question is, can I toss in explosives like that? I can. Great. Beautiful. Beautimous. Maybe if I pull that forward one, I don't have to burn so much. So I'm going to do that. Let's go ahead and re-attempt that. There we go. Then back in there. What am I doing with my hands? That's the button. There we go. Choom, choom. Give me that. That goes there. And then we toss this in. So the reason I'm putting this in is because this has a downstream thing. And if this is only measuring right here, then I don't know. I don't know. There's some rational thought behind why I'm doing that. Just don't judge. Don't judge me. I will do enough judging for the both of us. There was still some poop water in there, but we needed the stuff. We needed the stuff. We needed it yesterday too, because we're out of water. Out of water, and now we're out of beavers. So pause that. Should have plenty of haulers still. And we can pull this down just a tad bit to help out with the hauling. Okay, they're going to be pumping their lives away, and yeah. How much of this do we have available to us? A fair portion. So let's go ahead and blast this out. That'll give us a little bit more water storage available to us for the future. And when we finally get to the point where they can actually work on the rest of that, that will be helpful for us. Alas, that's for later. Which we can work on later. Why are you sleeping here? Char Binks, my guy. If I were to hit this button right here, you would go and meet your beaver maker. And you would have no one to blame but yourself because you're sleeping on top of a pile of explosives right now. My guy. Look at you. You're just chilling. Boom. Gone. But I'm not going to do that because I'm not some terrible overlord who destroys his beaver underlings, okay? I don't do that. We don't do that here. We're good. We're good to our beavers. Now get your ass up and go do something productive with your life, okay? Instead of just sleeping on the job. That would be great. That would be great. Water's moving again. We probably need to increase our pumping. Yeah, we're going to need to increase that because we are not keeping up with the demand. Let's go ahead and get those two in there. Missed both of those entrances because I'm great like that. There we go. Let's get this the max priority. We're going to have to build or burn the workers to go finish those, but we need water faster. We're not meeting the demand there. We are pretty lucky with the amount of time we have available to us. We are going to have a max temperate cycle. Looks like we're going to have a 9-day temperate cycle, which is more than enough to recoup our water losses. And let's go ahead and make this a max priority position and do the same thing as far as workplaces are concerned. That probably still isn't quite enough. Let's see here. Let's give this a max priority. I want to put in another couple. Okay. And we'll go ahead and toss in 2 more water pumps. Boom. Boom. Great. Give this a max priority as well. Let's drop this priority-wise just a tad bit so that we can get this accomplished. And that will help out with water, theoretically. We're fine on bad water, kind of. Not really. While they're building this, we'll get... We need more work time, guys. I'm sorry. We're out of water, and we've got a drought coming. Now, we will have plenty of opportunity to save this water, which is a good thing. So we're going to pull this back to the 2.95, fill this in as much as we can back here. This is going to take too long for them to get to any of this, and we're definitely not going to blast this out because the water's just going to dump off the side. So we need to get this built before we can start doing any of that. And we're not going to have any of that accomplished within the next 3 days. We can, however, pump our beavers, get our beavers to pump their little hearts out. Because we need the water. So much water. All of the water. Can you guys finish this? It's done. You just need to smack it, okay? Just smack it. Alright. Give you a max workplace priority. Smoo and MG. Thank you for your service. Ashley, DMC. Yoshi, Echo, Spanksy, Draken, Fox, and Heyday, and Chio. Please continue to pump. Pump away! Yes. Pump your logs. Pump them like your life depends on it, because in reality it does. Well, we need all of the water. We need it. Why are we backfilling? Why are we backfilling? We don't like that. All right, cool. This is filled up back to there. That's good. This has not been touched yet. Not good. That's fine. Let's go ahead and unpause this because we do need that filled in. You guys don't need to be there yet. We'll start dumping water into that when we need it. They did finish this, so that's cool. Let's go ahead and grab our triples. Science is actually doing pretty good right now. Nice. You love to see that. Okay. No, I want this here. Like that. That goes there. This goes bye-bye. This goes bye-bye. We toss in our forester, which can't necessarily reach everything, sadly. Might have to tack in another forester over there. Kind of hoped it would go a little bit further than that, but alas, it did not. We can do a little path around this backside. And then we toss in our lumberjack flag right here and here, and we toss in a little bit of a negative teeth grindstone. Boom. And to help out with our fluid dump, we'll put some water here and we'll hit the obtain button. Boom, boom, done. This does not need to be prioritized right now, so we'll go ahead and turn that down on the priority. How we're doing food-wise, kohlrabi's still nothing. Everything else is still doing pretty good. We're kind of burning through our fermented cassavas. So we're going to swap those two back over because we've got plenty of cassavas to cook into fermented cassavas. They are building this now, so that's good. They are, of course, going to work from the opposite side of the thing because that's where I started the build from. That's fine. It's okay. I'm not going to complain too vocally about it. We're at 1.2k units of water. We're doing better. We're doing better. We're doing better. Question is, did they get this in? They did. Oh, that was awkward in my earball. Sweet. That's more water for us to have stored in here. Caught that just before the drought started. We've still got to dump or pump all of this out of here. We do need to stop that. Let's go ahead and pull these guys back work time wise, and we could probably let these guys keep jumping or keep working. This is going to keep running its course around here, and then it'll stop back here, which means we have plenty of water for this 22-day drought. That's a long drought. That is a pretty long drought. Okay, so that's going. They got that in. Let's go ahead and rip out this path right here and start tossing in our large storage right here, and get this in right there. Now, we wanted pine resin and we wanted gears. So I think gears was only at 200. Yeah, so that will be quite helpful. And on top of that, and Old Smoky, we wanted something else. I can't recall what it was. More storage for extract or bad water. All right, you guys can go do something else because there's nothing for you to do because there's no more. There's a tiny bit of bad water there, but it's not enough for us to be trying super hard to meet the demand there. Get some more of those berries in. That'll be quite helpful. And let's see where else we're at. So this is going in up here. Let's take a look. See how we're doing. We're in a reading rainbow. No. Lamar Burton, please don't come after me. Please leave me alone. Don't do it. Don't hurt me. All right, that's cool. That's going in. Now we can, if we want to store more water back here, we're gonna have to fill this in because that is only 2 or 1. 2 tiles, 1 tile. 1 tile. That's 1 tile. So that's 2. This would be 3 tiles. And We could blast this out right here. That'll give us even more water storage. That just means getting down in here, and that shouldn't be too hard. It's already 3 deep for the majority of it. Blast this out to be 3 deep there, 3 deep here, and then this would be singletons, triples, or doubles, double, double, and then triple all the way back here to there, and then cleaning up the rest of the edges there. That wouldn't be too bad, honestly. It'd be a lot of explosives and a lot of extract, which we don't necessarily have right now, but that is something we could work towards, in particular, the bad water discharge. All right, question is, bad water discharge before the efficient mine? I feel like the efficient mine takes priority. But the efficient mine is a ways off because this is taking its sweet time. Why is this taking so long? Because the pine resin's on the opposite side of the world and nobody's helping you because reasons. All right. So Karma, we're going to get somebody to help you out. Hopefully that will alleviate that problem. Go ahead and say 20 days left in this drought. Neat. Neat, 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 neat. Go ahead and give this a priority bump. We've got plenty of time to finish this up in the future. Now, having both sides going means that we can have beavers working on both sides at the same time, which is quite helpful. It means double the action, double the fun. It's, never mind, not going to touch that one anymore. And we're still doing pretty good. We can unpause this and accept the fact that it's going to give us a 9 beavers positions not occupied. We got K Bootster and Sapphire injured, though. That's sad to see. You hate to see that. All right. So we don't need this prioritized. We can actually just empty that. We can prioritize this to obtain so our builders don't have to go nearly as far for food and water stuffs. Logs are coming in. Metal blocks. Let's see here. We've got 10 more metal blocks still needed. So we don't need this one prioritized anymore. We can just go ahead and have that emptied. Planks, I think we're good on as well. So we don't need this other one prioritized. We'll empty that one. And that will save them at least some degree of hauling requirements, hopefully, allegedly. Neat. Okay. Do we go harder on our beaver population? I feel like the answer is potentially yes, because we are definitely not keeping up with the job demand entirely. You don't need to be there right there, though. We could skip the child phase. Again, though, we don't have the extract to skip the child phase quite yet. So, let's see here. Maybe we build a second wood workshop. Yeah. We are going to need that for all of the things. We are going to need explosives and we are going to need gears. So let's get this. What are my builders working on? This is almost done. That one's not even touched yet. Okay. Maybe we can slow down some of the water pumping here and get somebody in help with the building. Maybe that'll move things along a little bit quicker. I doubt it, but a guy could dream. Okay, that's all that matters. Neat. Awesome. I really want to blow this up, but I know that if I did that, I would probably catch a beaver in a very bad spot, and we don't want that. Okay? Alright. You know what we could do? Is don't really have a place for another forester right now. Not really a good spot for another forester. I could come over here, maybe start putting in forestry stuff in here. That's a big pool, and then we could do mangroves in there as well. Just block this off and have a fluid dump, or even just a mechanical pump to pump water into this system. Just make sure that it stops filling at 1 high so we don't completely drown our mangroves. So blast this out, put a dam here, blast the rest of this out so we can have even more water storage in this system. That should help alleviate a little bit more of the evaporation mechanic, theoretically. Don't know if that's true or not, but I like the idea of having more mangroves in here. And we could even blast some of this out. So if we blast this down, or at least a fair portion of it, like right here, there'll be plenty of water in this reservoir to feed into this reservoir to keep this irrigated for the longer systems. At least that's what I'm thinking. Now, I could be wrong in my thinking, which is highly likely, but you know, a guy can dream. How are we doing over here? They have been focusing on building this over here, so that's good, which means gears can actually get moving again. We're going to need a metric poop ton of those. This is just waiting on the logs. We're out of logs. That is not good. So, maybe coming over here and doing this is going to be needed. Can we tear into some of these mangrove trees? That is 2 logs apiece. Don't think that that is necessary. Maybe. They are eating that water up. Or slurping it up. Is that the right word? Slurping. Slurping that water up super fast. But that's good. We're already almost at our max capacity. Another 1,000 units. Another 1,400 units. And then we'll be maxed out, which will be huge. It'll be great. And I just now realized the entire time I've been recording, none of the game audio has been coming through. So that's neat. There you go. And you guys can listen to the actual game audio. I'll have to edit that in post. You guys can listen to the Timberborn track on repeat in the background. It'll be great. It'll be huge. All right. Let us see here. Can save some lumber here. That's 3. It's another 3. Should be, what, another 12 there. That'll be a nice little boost. Go ahead and dump some of this water in. Get this back filled. Get all this filled. Come on, fill it in. Let's go. Just a little bit more. There we go. Now we're filling this side. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. This side. So this is my... Oh no, I'm out of water notification thing. Another comment that I saw was put another one in here. I don't really have a spot for another swimming pool, or else I would. But if this is down, then this is definitely out of water, or near enough that I should be concerned. So I think that one meets the intent for this side. So I'll let it ride out for now. Question is, are we filling this side up? No, we are not. But we are maxed out now, so we can pull that back to 2.95. This is full. We did get a little bit to come through, I think, which is fine. I will allow it. And now we're down to this line, which is definitely not much water, but that will be something to work with. Okay. That's in. So that means that more pine resin gets to be stored, which means that you can get off your bum, Slinky, and start hacking away at all that resin that's in them trees. You little guy just chilling there, doing nothing. I wonder what the animation is for... Wait, Slinky, where'd you go? Is it just regular animation? Like he's massaging the tree? Oh, look at you, Slinky. I'm so proud of you. Just massaging that tree, getting some resin out of there. So look at you. Being so helpful. Alright. Let's let Slinky be. Okay. Slinky's just doing Slinky things. Okay. Just let him be. Let it be. Let it be. Let Slinky play with Slinky things. Who's letting me sing again? Alright. Lumber. Fair portion of this is about to pop, so that is good. Just had a few of them pop not too long ago. Some of them literally just popped and got eaten, so that will help our stuff here. Alright, so let's go ahead and plan this out. I would like... So if we do the mechanical fluid dump, or yeah, fluid pump, then we can control it. It gives us the opportunity to control it. So we, in theory, shouldn't have to put dams back here. We could just put levees back here. But that also requires power. This requires 700 horsepower, which is a lot. That is a lot of power. Or we could just do a sluice gate. But then we don't... Yeah, that's not really going to be very helpful. But if we blasted this down and then put sluice gates down at the bottom, that could be helpful. I think I like that idea. Seems a tad bit excessive, but I kind of like that idea. This is almost done, so that is good to see. And give them a path over and around there. So in theory, pathing should help the beavers get to the places that we want them to go a little bit faster. Now, does that mean anything? Probably not. All right, so we're done with the planks. We're done with the logs here. So you guys don't need to bring planks or metal blocks up here anymore. You guys can actually dump those out. Get those going somewhere else, and we're just waiting on logs. Dynamite does not need to be up here anymore. Actually, nope. We still need some, but we do not need it maxed out because we do have some work that we need to be doing right there. Now, this here might cause a problem for this here. Because if this is blocking the water flow, then this will be slower. So maybe levees aren't the answer, or not levees, sluice gates aren't the answer here. Maybe we do floodgates. So we can have an open flow of power during the temperate cycles, and then during the bad tide, I don't know. And I just now realized that I just had them empty all this out, and we have to actually get stuff in here for the other side, which is going to be another 20 each of metal blocks and planks. So that was a goober move on my behalf. Don't worry about it. We're going to get it rectified. We've got the hollers. We've got the stuff. We've got the schlitz. And we've got the water. We've still got 10 days left. We still have a good chunk of water back here, so that's going to be quite helpful. Can you guys reach this? You should be able to reach this. Come over here and pick this up. Like, there's a bunch of material right here. We're hurting for material, and you're just letting it sit there. All right. That's not a good spot for it to be. Okay? Your butt doesn't need to be there. Okay. All right. The problem is if we blast this out and we fill this in, it's just this side's going to come this way faster than this side because then it's just such a problem. Such a problem. We could start filling this in though. So if we went, that would turn that, fill in all of this, and all of this would be green, and all of this would be green. But then we have this overflow into here, and that mixes into this, and then that goes out this way. But we can come over here, we can cap this off, or we can force it to go off the edge somewhere over here, which could be nice. Where else do we have bad water rolling in from? Obviously, the offlow that I'm about to create here, which means all of this just... Okay, never mind. We'll let that continue to play out how it will. Oh my goodness. Lumber. Last few pieces here. I think we can safely blast this. Explosions. I love them. You love to see them. There we go. A little diversion path in. Great. Let's set this up. So I want you to close below contamination of 1%. Turn that off. So at contamination above it, it will open and all the poop water will go this way. And this side, we can go and do the opposite. So close above contamination of 1, and then close at downstream depth of above 1.95. Do I have the capacity to actually make this a downstream depth of 1.95? Probably not. But I could. Blast this down. That'll put it at 3 max. And then we put in another system here to store water in. That could be an option. That is an option. I'm not opposed to it. There we go. That's in. Now we just need the lumber to finish out the rest of it. There's plenty of lumber around here. Maybe we go and get it, or we just let the time that's on our side do what it does. And I like that idea. Apparently I'm losing my voice. All right. Sweet. Water. Officially no longer in dire straits. Food. Doing better. Sparkly planks. We're at 100. So that means we're that much closer to coming over here and unlocking this bed, Johnny. We can unlock it. We don't have the logs to do it. We do have the gears, question mark? No, we don't, but it's fine. We can start that there. Or we can unlock it and put it in. And then we can also toss that in right there and then do the path on that side as well. So we will district this up over here. We're going to have to put in at least 1 medium water tank, 1 warehouse for food, and then a warehouse for explosives, a warehouse for gears, and a industrial pile for sparkly planks, and then for scrap. We've already got the scrap in, so that should be fine there. Let's go ahead and start planning out some additional food stuff or additional stuffs here. So that can go there. Stuff that needs to go in here to include our gears, sparkly planks, and explosives. So that's not what we need there. Let's go ahead and rip that out again and try this again, shall we? So sparkly planks and gears and explosives. So that means something like that, that, and that. That can come out. And then this goes right here. You are gears. You are explosives. You are sparkly planks. And then we've got housing over here. We need food storage over here. So that can go right here. And then we can do water storage right here. Something for their entertainment at night. Go right here. And then we can give them a back scratcher ×2. That'll help them out a little bit. And I think that's about all I can do for them. Maybe I can toss in a little bit of a roof here. Too far, they can't reach. It's fine. What if I put a staircase in right there? Can you reach that? You should be able to. It's excessive, but hey, they're the first ones to get a roof on their house. All right. Okay. All right, that's going in. That's going to take a minute because, again, we're out of lumber. Lumber is being put in down here, which is fine. That is part of the plan. We've got 4 days for all of that to get complete. And I'm trying to figure out where we can steal some more lumber. All right. We are running out of water here, but we've got 4 days left. That's probably not going to be enough to fill in this entire area, which kind of is stinky. Yep, it didn't even fill it all the way in, but that's fine. We've got plenty of water here. We can turn this back on so we can save some more of our foodstuffs here, so that doesn't get lost again. And boom. I love it. We're making progress. It doesn't look like we've accomplished much. Oh my goodness. Oh no, my soybeans and my canola. Oh, that's going to take an age and a half to get that going again. Why? My soybeans and canola. What happened to you? That sucks. That sucks a lot. That's what I get. What I get for pausing stuff and not keeping an eye on what it is that I'm pausing. Why do I have a beaver sleeping out in the middle of nowhere? I never... Did I? I didn't. I didn't increase. What is happening here? Alright, now I have a spare bed. Oh no, 80! 80, no! You were supposed to last forever. You were supposed to be... You were the chosen one, 80. You were the chosen one. But you failed us. You failed us. You... It's one job, 80. One job. That's fine. Fine. We're doing good, guys. We're in a good spot. Doing fantastic. We have a bad water diversion plan take 2 already in position. And this will give us some more water storage capacity in the long haul. We can continue our path around here, and then we can start putting in additional storage locks, if you will, in here, which will be super helpful. Like super, super duper helpful. And that'll give us even more water to fill in our system down here. So we don't run into this poop. There's so much foodstuffs here that we're going to lose in the next 2 days because I don't have anything to actually keep it hydrated. Even though I thought that between these two would be fine, but apparently I was incorrect. It's okay. Get rid of that. Go ahead and toss in a double dynamite right there. And let's do singles back here. Boom. Give this a max priority. Get this done now. Please and thank you. Could do this, like, basically this entire back row back here and have that just... Alright, so we didn't get to the housing thing. We burned through all of our lumber, which stinks. And we'll get that fixed in the future. We are out of water in here, so those guys can go do hauling things and building things. Still got plenty of explosives. We've got all of that going in. We're just waiting on lumber. Pine resin is kind of filling in slowly. This is waiting on logs. This is waiting on logs. That's waiting on everything because I told it not to be building that. This is waiting on logs. Logs. Logs, 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 logs. So that's our limfac. That's what we're going to have to get fixed in the next episode. With that being said, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed what we're doing here. It looks like not much, but it's huge. This will save us so much pain in the future, so we can save more water for the future. And we're saving the cheerleader, or the world. I haven't decided yet. Maybe the world is the cheerleader, or are we the cheerleader for the world? I digress. I'm going to get out of here. Have a fantastic day wherever you're in the world. Hope you guys had a wonderful week. Hope you have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there. Stay thirsty, my friends. Stay hydrated as well. Make sure you guys keep your beaver nice and hydrated. Not repeating myself again, yet again. So that means it's definitely time for me to go. Have a wonderful time. I'm out.